Social media is designed to improve social interaction, right, at all levels. We talk about the old style of communicating, which was one-to-one. You pick up the phone, you call somebody, right? Now it's many-to-many. You go on Facebook and you put a status update up there, and it goes out to 400 closest friends, right? And all those people can comment on that update. That was never possible before, right? So we look at this and we say, what are the implications for business? How can we take advantage of this new communication dynamic, paradigm, if you will, to do more business, connect with our customers, improve internal communications with our employees? There's a lot of benefits, right? And that's what we have to see. With any change, how are we going to adopt this, and what are the good things that we're going to get out of it? Because there's always good stuff that comes out of change, right? What's it about? It's about connection, right? It's not about money. It's not about return on investment. Although all of us are business people in this room, myself included, we always want to know what's the bottom line. How is this going to add value? How are we going to add cash to this? What's going to happen? Is it all just going to be a waste of time? How do we monetize this? That's the way we think as business people, and that's a good thing, because making money is what it's about, right, in large part. But I want to submit to you that with social media and a lot of the stuff with the internet, it's about connecting. This is a really important distinction that I really wanted to highlight first and foremost here in the presentation, because so many people come up to me before or after a presentation or call me on the phone and they're confused about it. How do we turn this into a cash machine? You got to step back and realize that that's the wrong mindset. Connecting with new people, new prospects, new customers, new partners, connecting with people that you've never connected with before. That's really powerful, right? Super powerful. So that's what it's about. And the ROI is there, okay? If you're not convinced of social media's ability to capture eyeballs, look at this. Dell Computers generated $3 million in sales last year with links from their Twitter accounts. That's surprising to you guys? Surprising to me when I first read that. And by the way, there are thousands of companies out there utilizing Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and all these social media tools to get these kind of results. Why does social media matter? Why does Twitter matter? Why does Facebook? Why do these things matter? Well, number one, that's where the people are, right? 600 million people on Facebook. The people are there. The fastest growing segment of Facebook users has been the 60 to 75-year-olds. When that happens with a new technology, you know that it's here for good, right? That's pretty amazing. Who didn't know that? Yeah, I didn't know it. I read that, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So, very ubiquitous, very much in the culture now. Social networks drive an increasing amount of traffic to an increasing number of websites. When you go on Google and you do a search, you search for something, small telephone company in Texas, whatever you're searching for, and you get the results. That's how everyone searched and found websites for the last 15 years, right? And that was the majority of the people. Now, the tide's turned a little bit. Now the social networks, through Facebook and through Twitter and LinkedIn, people are going there and finding out about you more than through Google and through Yahoo, through the search engines. So if that's the avenue that people find out about your companies, you need to be there, right? You need to have a Twitter account. You need to have a Facebook page for your business, because that's where the people are. That's where they're engaging you. Interesting and easily shareable content, if that's the kind of content you're providing, let's say it's an ebook on how you can get more out of your phone service, how you can get more out of your internet service. Put together a little booklet, 10-page booklet on how to get the most from our service. People download that, you put that on Twitter, you put it on your Facebook page, put it on your website, your blog, put it everywhere. People start downloading that, they give you their contact information, you've just connected with that person, right? And you gave them something for free that they found valuable. Why else does social media work? Quality content is accepted and spread by your customers, partners, and others. In other words, they're doing the work for you. If you've got a team of 10 or 15 people in your company, they're doing work, right? They're producing stuff. Now, what if your customers did some of that work for you? How good would that be? That's what's happening right now with social media. People are spreading your content. They're spreading that ebook around. They're sharing it with their friends. If you've got, let's say you've got 50 customers, let's say you're a real small company, you got 50 customers, maybe they're big customers, and let's say 30 of those 50 are, let's say 30 of them have 1,000 friends on Facebook. You do the math, okay? If that's the exposure, that's the web of influence that your customers have, and all 30 of those people liked that ebook that you put together and downloaded it and started reading it and then passed it on to their friends, guess what? They just did the work for you. They just did your marketing for you. That's free. This is a tectonic shift in culture and commerce. This isn't just a road bump along the way. This is a major change. This is a sea change. This is like the Industrial Revolution in the late 1800s, right? That's how big this is. That's why we're having all these problems with the economy, because things are changing major, big time. We're going like this, right? And Dr. Bishop talked about a lot of the reasons for that. I'd like to submit to you the positive part of that, which is the internet, right? The internet is one of the best things of the new economy. Where would we be without the internet? Why are more companies investing with stuff online? It's less expensive, okay? It's more efficient and easier to measure the ROI. You can measure everything. You've got the analytics and all this stuff. Then what came before it, it's where the people are, right? So if you put all these things together, it's more efficient. It's a more effective way of connecting with people. And because it's more efficient and effective, you can get more return on investment from it. Providing thought leadership. You can really become a leader in your industry, in your geography, wherever you are, by putting your opinions, your thoughts out there online. You got a blog and you've got an opinion about something in your industry. Maybe some legislation passed and you've got an opinion on it. It's going to affect your business. You want to kind of lead the charge on this thing. You can become a thought leader in no time at all if you got a blog and you're writing your opinions on there, right? Very powerful. Responding to customers. We mentioned that on Twitter. If you got a blog and you got something on there saying, hey, you got a problem, an issue, a concern, email us. We'll get back to you right away. Improving search engine rankings, we talked about that. Using in conjunction with media exposure. You want to become the media, right? You want to be proactive. You want to get the media calling you and saying, hey, we heard about your company. We heard about all the cool stuff you're doing. We want you to participate in this news story. Oh, and by the way, this is going to go out to 500,000 people in West Texas. You guys interested? Yeah, it's free. Why not, right? I'm going to be a part of that. Utilizes the platform for promotions and contests. That's huge. You want to engage your customers more effectively. Do a contest, right? Let's say it's a new product that you're putting out there. You could have a contest on naming the product, right? Shoot out to all your customers and say, hey, we got this new product. We don't know what to name it. We want to get ideas from you. You'd be surprised how many of your customers will contribute an idea on that. So it's that kind of stuff, right? It's bringing them into the fold. It's connecting with them on that kind of level, making them feel like they're part of the process and breaking down that wall between customer and company, right? There's no need for that wall to be there. You don't want that wall to be there. The more they feel comfortable with you, the better your brand's going to be, the easier it is going to be for you to do business, the less you're going to lose your customers, the more loyal your customers are going to be. Look at Apple, look at Starbucks, look at Google, look at the companies out there that have come out of nowhere, like with Google especially, Facebook, and have these huge loyalty numbers, right? It's because of this stuff, right? It's because they are more connected to their customers. And of course, content drives everything. Dr. Bishop, again, he talked about creating, the creators of the world, how we're seeing the rise of the creators globally. Starting something from scratch, inventing something, creating a new software product, creating a new service. Whatever it is, that's content, right? You're creating some kind of content, whether it's a product, a service, an ebook, a white paper, an article, a press release, whatever it is. If you're creating it from scratch, that starts the ball, right? That starts happening. And social media affects search engine optimization, which we talked about, which affects your lead generation. It's a cycle, and the content drives it all, right? So if you can put on the mindset of how does my company become a creator, a developer of new products and services, you're going to be leading the charge. You put all this stuff out there in the social media world, online, your websites, put it out there, and you have the power.